If God is saying that this man has become like one of us, knowing good and evil, why did you create him in your own image and your own likeness? It means when you are creating him in your own image and likeness, he's supposed to act like you, behave like you, have knowledge like you. He only knows good. That means there will be no exercise of his free will, no choice. If you are creating a robot, man was supposed to be a being of free will, so he can have choices. Angels also have will. The reason Lucifer fell was because he had the will. He said, I will ascend into the hills of Zion and I will become like the Most High. When Gabriel came to Zechariah, he by his own will cursed Zechariah. It was not God that asked him to curse Zechariah. Check the Bible. We are supposed to have much of that reality captured in us. So what God wanted to do is to teach Adam how to be like God first of all. But another lecturer came and fast forwarded the curriculum. You know, God is a perfect teacher. He scores our works. He said, I come and my rewarder with me to give to every man according to his work. The way God scores is perfect, very good, and not good. That is the way God scores. I would say every good and perfect gift coming from the Lord. That means there is a good, there is a perfect that comes from God. So if God wants to score, that is a perfect, very good reality, that is not good reality. Watch when God created everything. God made sure that everything is created was good but not actually perfect, because the one who is going to perfect it will be man. That was why God did not finish everything. When God created man, God rested. Why? Because he has created another creator that will continue from where we stop. After he was done creating man, the first thing God did was he called man and said, come, begin to name all this creation. Why couldn't God name it? It means he has not yet finished what he was supposed to do. Man was to continue to bring it into perfection. So God began to lecture man on how to attain unto that perfection. And when you get to that attainment of perfection, then he cannot eat the tree of life, so he can live forever perpetually. So Satan has seen that is how God functions. God will take you from process onto process before he can bring you to perfection. But Satan does not want us to follow that process. He wants shortcuts. The reason why humanity fell was because of shortcuts. Adam did not wait in the place of training before he can come to the stature of maturity, so that he can be able to exercise his dominion potentially as man. For many years of Jesus' life, he was in the wilderness where he was being trained for the work he was going to do for 3 years. If Jesus has absconded that school of the wilderness experience, he would have fallen for the trap of Satan in the wilderness. Because the same way Satan tempted man in the garden, this way he tempted Jesus in the wilderness. Because Jesus was trained to full stature, to perfection. That was why he did not fall. That was why when Satan came in this way, he replied him with the word of God. Adam was not really trained unto perfection. The Bible said in Galatians chapter 4 verse 1, said the heir, though he is a child, different not from a servant, though he be the Lord of all, he said he was subjected to teachers and tutors until the appointed time of what? The Father. So when man absconded, disobeyed God, humanity fell. The reason why humanity fell was because Adam did not wait to the appointed time. So God wanted us to choose him perpetually, but then there will be alternative of choice making. The reason why man will not choose evil is because he must have been trained by God unto perfection. So when he sees evil, he will not follow evil. You know, evil is not actually what is bad. Evil is what you do that is against God's instruction. God tells you not to marry. If you marry, you have done evil. Jesus fasted 40 days and 40 nights. He was even hungry. And then Satan said, turn stone to bread. Jesus had the capacity to turn stone to bread. If he turned the stone to bread and eat, it would have been justified because it's good to eat. If you have turned that stone to bread, it is evil in the sight of God. Although human will clap for him and say, powerful Jesus. But in the eyes of God, he has done evil. The Bible said, many will say to me, Lord, Lord, I casted demon in your name, I prophesied in your name. He said, get out of here, all you workers of iniquity. Those people are believers. So if I come to a place and God say, don't prophesy, and people are eager for me to prophesy, and I prophesy to please them, in the eyes of God, what I've done is evil. In the sight of me, what I've done is good. I will tell God, but I prophesied in your name. Say, you were not under my authority. Those times you prophesied, did I ask you to prophesy? You come to a place and God says, don't sing, and you sing, you have done evil. If God tells you, don't do that business, and you go ahead and do that business, you have done evil. What actually corrupted you or caused disaster is not the business. The business in itself is good, but your inability to pay attention to the dictate of God concerning that business is evil. It is not the fruit of that tree that corrupted Adam. Jesus even corrected it in Matthew 15 verse 11. He said, it is not that goeth into the mouth that defileth a man, but that which cometh from the man. Because out of the abundance of the... So where Adam became defiled was from his out of heart. The moment Adam conceived disobedience, he became defiled. It is not actually the tree in itself. There are so many times Satan will tend to fast forward what God has backdated in your life. And the moment you go against the ordinance of God as touching that reality, you have done evil. And your generation will pay dearly.